Thanks for coming back. This is a big one. This is going to be a pill to swallow for a lot of people, and I understand it. And there's nothing I can do about it other than tell you you're not going to be alone. So check out this video, and I'll reserve my comments for after because I don't want to taint anything. Just take it seriously, scrub through it, take your time. Yeah, there you go. Thanks. I hope you're buckled up for this one. So we're down on the ground and we need to get a little closer, and we do, and then what do we see? Some blinking out, some blurring. And you know that's an indicator. So that tells us we need to get a little closer because we can't see what's causing that blurring out. But something is causing it. It's a cause and effect. And also, we're going to focus on the first 28 seconds of this video. Okay, this is a 2-minute video with way too much going on to even cover in one presentation. But what's important here is that this actually just 3 or 4 seconds within the first 28 seconds of this video. And you'll see now, the closer we get, now all of a sudden we have an answer for the blurring. And it's the same answer that we've seen in the prior videos that we've shown you. The prior footage shows the same thing. The blurring occurs when our craft get approached and interacted with. And speaking of being approached, this was from another presentation we put forth recently. You see it. It's a pattern. These things approach our aircraft, and there's nothing, obviously, our aircraft can do about it, but that's what they're doing. Even in this case, it approached from the front, seemingly went through it, and up through the exhaust stream. So this should look familiar when you're seeing this, right? And then once that approach occurs and the blur happens, then all hell breaks loose. I mean, in the performance of these things is bananas. Look at this, right? But what's also important is remember where this started. We started this video down here, from here, seeing nothing. And no one can see anything from down here. That's the whole point, is if you look for the indicators and then do what we say is putting in the work, which is what we're talking through right now, then the evidence starts to reveal itself. And we'll go through this a little more slowly so you can see these antics, but I mean, these things behave or operate in a manner that does not align with what we've been taught is possible in terms of Newtonian physics, in terms of just general physics as we understand it. We either got it wrong or we're not being told the truth. One of the two, because what we're seeing and capturing now is at odds with logic and our understanding of what's possible. And what you see here actually occurred up and to the right of that actual craft. But it was these two things essentially playing with each other before going down and engaging our aviator in a metal tube. So, and remember, these things are flying at the same speed as our craft and then engaging them. It's not a static situation. And again, remember where this started. We started on the ground. This is terrestrial footage that ended up being pretty darn close in being able to capture something like this occurring. So if, for those who are still thinking that these videos are tomfoolery and hijinks, then I just tell you, it speaks for itself and you can continue to hide from the truth, but it's there. This is the first video that I've done several takes on, and it's because I haven't come to grips myself entirely with what we've just produced because of the implications. And so I find myself struggling for words a bit because my thoughts are still a bit jumbled and my emotions really. I mean, we all have people that fly, we all fly. We all like to think our government's honest and transparent. all of these implications come into play. And I just wish that our government had done the right thing when they had the opportunity over the last 75, 80 years, but most specifically over the last few years since 2017. But instead they chose to play games, and then they motivated people like us to do things like this, and now the cat's out of the bag, and more people with better equipment and better thoughts and better approaches and more time are going to do this, and it's too late now. And it's unfortunate because the government is going to lose credibility and try to save face, and it's going to extend beyond this topic. It's going to extend to other things where people are going to say, why should we believe you? Look what you did to us. And speaking of look what you did to us, all of the people that were gaslit, careers lost, families broken up, emotions waylaid, you're crazy, tinfoil hat, X-Files music, oh, you're the UFO guy, all of that you did to your own citizens.